This is the world of company secretaries. On this channel, you can watch interviews with company secretaries across the world. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. Once you studied, can you tell a little bit about your training? How important training is and some experiences related to that?
Very good question. Look, see, I would like to say this. I would like to correlate this with the number of attempts. I call this. I firmly believe this. Deed speaks louder than words. I took 4 attempts for passing the intermediate, but I took only 3 attempts to pass professional. 3 groups, 3 attempts. Whereas in intermediate, 2 groups, 4 attempts.
Basically, in professional, each time you went, you wrote one group and you passed it.
Not exactly. I tried to take 2 groups, out of which I was able to pass one at a time.
Okay.
So I would like to understand that the other group in which I was failing, I was not getting any less marks. I was actually getting 130, 140 like this I used to get. And it was fair. It was good marks only. I was not able to get 150, but I used to cross 130. So that was the marks which I was able to get. I would say training is the supplement. It actually helps you to understand the things in a practical way. See, it is something like this. When you understand one particular thing, if you analyze the syllabus of intermediate as well as final, now you call it as executive as well as professional, the subjects are similar, but the way the institute asks the question is different. In executive, most things would be straight questions. But in professional, when you analyze the question papers, you will be in a position to understand that the questions would be asked and you are expected to give the answer in a practical manner. My training helped me to understand the things in a better way. And though I was working full time, I still took less number of attempts and I was able to pass. And with my training, it is again a very good memory. I was working with a senior citizen. My boss was 68 years at that point of time. Sir is still practicing 70, 80, around 80 years. Sir is still practicing. Whenever I call him, sir says that, Vinay, there is this amendment. Have you gone through this amendment? So I'm happy that, I did the training with RC Venkatesh Rao, sir. One important thing is this. Sir provided a lot of liberty to me, and he said that, when I'm giving this task to you, and I want this to be completed, you have all the liberty to use any source you want. You can either, call your friends, call the seniors, or look at the internet and, do your research. I only want this job to be done. That's all. So he provided a lot of freedom, and he asked me to use any resource which I could use, and in the process I learned a lot. Even if you are not having any sort of guidance, even if you are not even if you are having limited guidance, if you are capable of doing the research, you can do any task. So that is the amount of the confidence which I got, which also helped me to study and look outside our study material. So that was very important for me. That was a learning which I understood after the completion of my training. Though I got an offer in a listed company, when I got an offer in the listed company, there was no company secretary in the company, and I was waiting for the results of my second module. First and third I had cleared, and I was waiting for the results of my second module. That is the time in which I got the offer from this listed company, and I joined the position of the assistant company secretary. Why I was assistant company secretary? Because I did not have the membership number, and I had to be designated as an assistant company secretary. But assistant to whom? To myself. That was the
just waiting for membership and formalities.
That's it. And fortunately, I got my results, and in the same attempt, I also cleared, and I got my membership number. And thereafter, I continued in the company.
So here, one small thing which again viewers should observe. See, if you work hard and do well in training, people will be observing you. Even you may feel, oh, who will say what is that? If you are diligent, because not because I know Vinay or something, we were all doing training and we were I'm in different office, he's in different office. what I really liked is the discipline and the hard work, and it was also inspiring for us, though we were in other office. And see, somebody was watching. Somebody was watching before getting the result. He got the job, and result was just a formality. So whoever is watching this, don't think that whatever you do is unnoticed. Everyone is seeing whatever you do, it will come back to your use later. Yeah, please continue, Vinay.
Yeah, rightly pointed, Look. Yes. So, so I got my results and I got my membership number, and then I have achieved. That's all. Thereafter, I did not look back at all. In the year 2010, when I got my membership number, I had to conduct the annual general meeting of a listed company, and I did not have any problem. Conceptually, I was clear. I was able to conduct the annual general meeting also in a good manner. The management was also happy. Management reposed the confidence in me and started providing the additional assignments. There is another group company, Pasari Exports Limited, and I know the management involved me in the export related activities also. I had the opportunity to appear before the RBI, before the DGFT, and I know was also able to involve myself for getting the duty drawbacks, for all these things.
Labor laws.
Yeah, labor laws. Yes, that is a different story, which I get into it at in some time I'll get into it.
Yeah.
I was able to work with DGFT and all. It was a very good exposure. And one fine day, I was trying to comply with the listing requirements. Those days, it was listing agreement, not listing obligation disclosure requirement, from which we are following today. So in listing agreement, the website had to have certain information, and some of the information were missing in the website of the company. So I decided, okay, I'll update this. And one thing I updated, code of conduct for the board of directors. When I updated this, the managing director was very happy, and he gave me an offer that, when our factory is in Mysore, which Nanjangud, and why don't you visit our factory? There will be a lot of the code of conduct which you have prepared, will have to do this for the laborers who are here. So I said, okay, sir, I will come. I was again happy. And I remembered what I read in labor laws. So for laborers, it is not the code of conduct, it is something like standing instructions, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So standing instructions. So I again refreshed my memory, and I looked into my study materials, went to Mysore, and I was able to see that those things were already in place. Standing instructions were already in place, and it was in the vernacular language, Kannada. And then I got the opportunity to.
So now Kannada helped you a lot because
Yes.
you know it.
Yeah. But
So again, one small thing, people who are watching this, see what Vinay is telling is that again, it's the opportunity. If you know, they will get the opportunities, and whatever you have done in the past, it will come back to you in the future in ways which you cannot expect.
Yes.
That is the thing. Yes, please continue. Vinay.
Yeah. So the standing instructions were in Kannada, and I was able to explain this to the managing director. And then he asked me, Vinay, will you be in a position to do the labor inquiries? And I asked, sir, what is the, what do you mean by labor inquiries? And he said, in the labor inquiries is a procedure uh, which helps the improvement of attendance among laborers. So I understood the whole process, and I started the inquiry. I was visiting the factory thrice or four times in a month, and that was again a very good opportunity. I had the opportunity to meet the labor law consultant, and appear before various authorities in Vidhan Sauda, in Vikas Sauda. All these things were the exposure which I got. And in the year 2012, I decided that now this is the time in which I have to get into practice. I always wanted to be in practice, but if I straight get into practice, I will not know the other side of the fence.